Hello and welcome back. So in today's video, we are going to continue with our integration, and today's I want us to make sure that when somebody logs in this application, for example, enters the name here and the email here and the password, they are being redirected back to the home page. But in that case, now we are not going to show in the navbar this what you are having here as the login button, but we are going to have the name of that person right here. And another thing is that I want when you click on that name here, you'll be redirected to page that is called my account. That is, so let me see my account page here. Yeah, you can see we have this page, but I didn't design. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to just add the code here, and you can find this code in the GitHub, because already I'm attaching the link to this GitHub on the description of the video, or the source part of this video. So I'm going to paste the code right here that will design our account page. And if I come back, you can see how the account page will look like. So when a person is logged in, they will be able also to access the account page. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to sign up using another email. So this time I'm going to have my name here. I'm going to have my email. So my email, and then my email here, I'm going to use one of my email. And another thing is that I'm going to have my password right here like that, and then I'm going to create account. So when I do that, you can see I'm being redirected to login. So I'm going to come here and add my name, so my email, sorry, that I have just registered with .com. And the other thing here is I'm going to enter the password that I have used like that, and then I'm going to try and log in. So when you log in, you can be able to see that you are being redirected back to the home page right here. But you can see actually we also have this button here for login, so there's no way for us to know if you have logged in successfully. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open inspect here, and if you come here to the, for example, application, so I'm going to come up here to application, or maybe yeah, for the application right here. And if you come here to persist root here, you can be able to see that we have our user right here, and you can see the user that we have logged in using. So you can see is fetching is false, error is null. You can see even the cart products here. So we need to get this user here and be able to display that user in here in the navbar. So I'm going to navigate to navbar. So where is my navbar? Is in my component and under here. So we need to know how we'll be able to check if that user is logged in. So you can see here we are first of all actually selecting, and in this case now I want us to select the user using use selector from React Redux. So I'm going to copy this. Let me add the code here, is like the one for the cart here. And another thing that I'm going to do is to check if the user is logged in or user is present, and we can be able to show this button. But if the user is not logged in, we can show, if the user is not logged in, we are going to show this button here. But if the user is already logged in, we are going to show their name. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to remove everything like that, and then here I'm going to just say if user.current user, like that. If the user doesn't exist, that we are going to use that condition. Then what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to paste that, and if the user exists like that, then here we can be able to display their name. But before we display their name, we are going to use a link from React router DOM, and inside here now we can have a span. So let me have a span here, and then inside here we can have like their name. So user dot current user, like that, and then we can have dot the name, like that. So if I save this and come back here, because right now user is already logged in, you can be able to see that we have my name right here, and I want to make sure that when you click on that name, you are being redirected to another page, that is my account page. So what I'm going to do right here is let me use some styling, and I'm going to use a very small styling. So let me copy from another code, and I'm going to place it here. Another thing that I want is to make sure here when you click that, I want to direct you to my account like that. Save that, and let's see now. So if I come back here, you can see the name right here. So when I click on this name here, you can see it's actually taking me to this account here, to my account page right here. And using this, we can be able also to log out. So here I can also display the name, and I can just come here to my account page. So how I can do that is to navigate to pages, and we have this my account page right here. And because I was in an app here, I can be able to actually copy this use selector here, because this is the one that we are using to select the user. So copy that, and I can come here to my account and paste it up here. So the other thing is to select the slice for the user, which we can do by copying this right here. Copy that, and we can paste it right here, like that, and then I can save that. Now where I have this, for example, I can be able now to take user, and I can say dot current user, and then dot name, like that. So let me do that and then save. So I'm going to copy this also, and for the email here, I can be able to show the email right here. So for example, this one should be the email, like that, and I can save that. So here I want us to come back here and be able to see. So you can see here my email, the name here, the email, and everything. So for the name here, you can just change, but I can just come here for the name, and where I have this input for the value here, I can just now replace this. So for example, I can just come here and just use user dot current user, and then dot name, and here for the email value here should be user dot current user, and then dot now the email. And I think that's okay, because we don't have other things like address. We can do that if you want to. So you can see my name here, and also my email, and many other things. So I want us also to make sure that somebody can be able to log out, and you can do that by using dispatch. So I'm going to come up here, because this is something that already we have done. So I can come up here and use selector. So you can see here, for example, you have use selector, you can also import use dispatch. So I can paste it here, like that, save that, and I can also come up here and initialize this use dispatch like that, copy that, and we have use dispatch here. So another thing is now when somebody clicks on the logout, so here we have the logout page, I'm going to logout button, sorry, I'm going to add on click event here, and I can have handle logout function called. So I'm going to copy this, let me copy this here like that, and I can create that function. So copy that, and I'm going to come up here, create that function. So I'm going to have const that function, and now inside here I'm going to call dispatch, and inside here I can call log out, because remember we have a log out from you can see here this one is from the backend controllers, and we don't want that. I want us to call it from our Redux. So here you can see, for example, this is from the Redux, cut Redux, but what I can do is that I can copy this, and then I'm going to modify. So I'm going to come up here and paste this. This one should be user Redux, not cut Redux, user Redux, like that. And then here I can just come here and get the logout. Yeah, you can see logout right there, and then I can just add it here, logout, like that. So save that, and if I do that and then click on this logout here like that, you can see we are being redirected, but here you can see we have not been actually we have been, it is reloading, but we don't get like logout here. I don't know why, but yeah, I don't think we are able to log out. So what I'm going to do is I need to know why it's not working, and I know why. This is because we have not called it as a function, I think so. So let me just go back here when I come up here and then click that. So reading name properties of null name. So I don't know why it's giving me this error, cannot read properties of null. This is cannot read properties of null. And then so I think I know why we are getting this error, and this is because already this part here has already we have already logged out, and that's why you can see here that it cannot be able to access the name here. And to prevent that is a very simple task. One thing is to make sure that you are checking if it is null, and also for this one we are going to check if it's null. And here where we have this part here, also we need to check if it's null, because that means already we have logged out and we don't have that property. So if I reload again here, you can see that we need to actually logged in, but you can see also that here you can see that we cannot be able to we are able to see this page here, and that means we need to protect some routes so that we are not able to actually access these pages, and I'm going to show you that in a bit. So when I come back here now, I can be able to add, for example, I can be able to log in again, and I think this is the right time to do the route protection in this case. What we are going to do in order for us to at least be able to, when you come here, for example, and try and access my account, if you have not logged in, you should not be able to see this page here. So what you are going to do is that I'm going to actually, let me just come up here to my where we have our routes. So let me also close this, for example, these pages that you are not using right now. So also this one, we are not going to need it, this one, and also this one here. and also navbar. I don't think we are going to need navbar right now. And then also for this, I don't want it. So I'm going to cross backend, and here in our front end, let me cross the component and also the pages, and we have this part here. So for this part also, now we need to make sure that we get the user. So we have the user right here. So let me take this, use dispatch, and use selector from here, copy that, and we can be able to paste it here. The other thing is to select the user. So this user right here, like that, copy that. And here, because I'm not going to, let me just paste it here. And here, because I'm not using use dispatch, I'm going to just leave it like that. So now the other thing is to check if we have the user now. So what we are going to do here is to check, for example, for a page like my account here, for the element here, I'm going first of all to check now, and it will be very easy. I'm going first of all to check if user.current user is not, so I'm going to check if is not, then of, or if is we have the user.current is we have the user, that is the user have logged in, then we can be able to show that page. And then if we don't have, or that user, if that user have not logged in, then we can come up and show the home page. So if he's not logged in, then we need to redirect that user to the home page like that. And let me save this. So let me try this if it will work now. So remember, right now we have not logged in. So also I think here I can just make sure that I check if it's null. So then we are checking if we have user.current, and that means that that user is logged in. Then if the user is logged in, we can proceed and show the user my account page. But if they have not logged in, then we need to redirect that customer to, or user to, home page. So if I come back here now, let's try this time to access my account page, right, like that. So you can see it will not, it is not actually, you cannot be able to go to that page because it's, yeah, you can see here, you just be shown this account here, or you just be shown the home page right here. And we can do that for various pages, for example. So I'm going to copy this for another page like orders. We should not be able to see orders if we are not logged in. So I can show order here, and if you need to see orders, if maybe you don't have if you have not logged in, then you'll be redirected to login page. So if I try and come here and look for my orders, so you can see my orders here, not be able to see that page, you'll be redirected to this page right here, so that you can be able to log in and proceed. So that's what I wanted to show you. So now I can proceed here. Now we have protected our route. So I'm going to come here and use the email like that, and then also the password that I used. Then when I log in here, you can see actually now we are redirected here, and you can see now if I try and access here, you can see use dispatch is not defined. I don't know why I'm getting this error. Use dispatch, yeah, you can see this one. I think I did a mistake here. I need to return the this part here. Yeah, you can see. Yeah, so if I now reload again, you'd be able to see now we can be able to access this page. So yeah, so if I log out, you'd not be able to see. So another thing is that in my cart page, so let me come up here to my cart page, And for my cart page also I need to select for the user, so I can come here and select this user right here like that, copy that, and for cart here I can be able now to select the cart and the user. So for this one I don't need to add code now. What I'm going to do here is to just use user, and then I can say current user, and then dash underscore ID like that. For the email here I'm going to do the same now. I'm going to use user dot current user, and then this time is dot email, and then here also we are going to use user dot current user dot, and then this time here we are going to have a dot name like that. So also for the here for the cart, we can also protect the cart, so the cart page, so that the user cannot be able to see the cart if they have not logged in. So we can do that here where we have the cart, so that we and something else that I can do, so we can allow the user to, I think for the for the good user experience, we can allow the user to see items in the cart, but we disallow that user to make request to our Stripe payment if they have not logged in. I think that would be the best approach here. So what I'm going to do is that before you make any request here like that, so here we are going to make sure that we have the user, so user dot current user like that. So I'm going to first of all make sure that the user is we have with the user, that means that the user is logged in, else then we can show, I think here, because I think we had Toastify and I don't see any Toastify here. So what I can do is to show an error message, and because for the login here we had that, so I can copy this toast here, importation, and I can copy this, and I think what I can do is that also I can push that user to login, but so, or we can just show also, we can be able also to show like a message, an error message. So anyway, in this case, I'm just going to show the user that they have not logged in, but in your case, you can redirect user to log in first. So I can copy here like that, copy the CSS for the Toastify. So I'm going to paste it here. And the other thing is you need to copy this toast container right here, and we can add it in here like that, and paste it like, and then here when you are not logged in, so let me just come here and I can use this error. I can just use this toast here and show the error. So here I'm going to, if the user is not logged in here, then we can tell the user please log in to proceed to checkout. Yeah, like that, and we can be able to notify them they cannot be able to make payment if they have not logged in. So if I come back here, so let me log out, and I can come up here. Let me make sure that I have already saved all the changes. So if I come back here, let me reload this application. So, and you can see because we persisted the user and also the cart. You can see when we reload, we are already logged in, and also the cart products are maintained. So if I'm going to come up here, toast container is not defined. So I don't know why I have this here. Don't know. I don't know why I'm getting this error right here. And toast container is not defined. Toast container is not defined. I don't know. Let me format this like that. And I don't know why I'm getting this error from the login, and I think this is because I'm cutting this part other than okay, it's okay then. So we can do that, and you can see right now. Let me try and get to the login to log out, that is. So you can see when you log out, you are being redirected to the home page right here. So let me try and make payment. So I'm going to try and click on checkout. You can see please log in to proceed to checkout, because we are not logged in. So I'm going to come up again so that you can see now we can be able to show the user their product in the cart even if they have not logged in. So, and then if I try to proceed again, you can see please log in to proceed to checkout. So if I come back here and I just use my email, so here I'm going to use my email.com, and then the password like that, and then click on login. Yeah, now you can see we are logged in. So if I come back here and click on proceed to checkout, you'll be able to see that now we can be able to be redirected to this checkout page here, where we can also be able to pay. So here I'm going to use this part here. So for this one, can just come here and use my email. So that add my email, and you can customize this page for Stripe the way you want. Already we had talked about that in the last video. So like that, and then here the future date, any future date. No, you can see card expired. We can add 27, then 333 here. Full card name holder, you can just add here the name. So let me add here my name like that, and then I can click on pay. So it's processing, and if everything is okay, you can see payment has been made, and then you are being redirected to my orders right here. So you should see my orders right here. I don't know why it's not showing that page right here, and we should see that page. So I think, let me see the protection that I have made right here. Let me see the protection that I made, because this might be the issue. So yeah, order, and let me see how I'm calling this. It's order. Yeah, you can see this one is not used. So let me try and come here and change this to order. Yeah, that was the problem. So if I do that now, you can see the orders, and you can see here we cannot be able to show my orders, and that's because I've in this page here I'm not fetching orders for one user. For one user, I'm just displaying dummy data. So we are going to do that in a few, but in this case here I want to first of all fetch orders from our database. So here, so let us do that. So let us go to the admin here. So first of all, I'm going to close this front end here temporarily, and then we can go to the pages, and then we have orders right here. And now, because you know how we are fetching the data, that won't be an issue. I'm just going to paste the code, use effect, and then we can actually make request. So I'm going to come up here, down here, then this time I don't want this data because this data is dummy data. Then here we need to have orders. So let me also have the variable for getting now those orders in terms of array. So here I'm going to have a use state here, and for that also we need to have the use state and use effect imported. So I can import that up here, and then after that now also I need use what we are calling user request. So user request right here, like that. So this is import. So let me add those em here. Yeah, so if I do that, of course you are going to get an error. So if you come here, you'll be able to see we have an error here, and that's because we don't have data. So I'm going to come up here and change this to orders, so that we can change that. So that is orders, and let's see if that change. So you can see here we don't have any, we cannot be able to see any orders right here, and I don't know why, but it should get the orders from the database. I'm going to see why is that in a minute. So let me just come up here and inspect. Actually, I think I know why. I think I know why. Let me see here. We have column here. Yeah, this is, I should be like this, name, email. I should be like that. So let me come up here and I can console log console.log, and here we can have a console.log, and then here we can have orders like that. Let me try and see here. So set orders, yes, and wait, and then let's see why we are not getting those orders. So I will inspect here, and if it loads here, you can see array is 0. So another thing is that I can go to the network, and let me reload here again. So you can see we are getting error here from when we want to fetch orders. So this one is giving me an error of unauthorized, and I think I have protected that route. So what I'm going to do is to open my backend. So where is my backend? Here. And I'm going to routes, then I'm going to order route, and here I think I have used, here we have create order, update order, get all orders route. Yeah, you can see here it's protected. So if I remove this protection, and for now, and then I come back here, then let me reload, or just let me reload this backend, and then now if I reload again, I think we'll be able to see those orders right here. Yeah, so you can see the orders right here. So for the name here, we are not able to see, we cannot be able to see that because I think I have not named them, the way we should have. I should have named it. So I'm going to confirm here in the models we have order. So let me see. Here we have the name, and we have the name, we have the address, and so now what I'm going to do is that I want to inspect here, and I can inspect here on the console, and then I can reload this page so that I can be able to see why I'm getting this error here. So let me inspect this, and I can see, yeah, I have like this grow, this whatever, and I cannot be able to see like the orders, and I don't know why I'm not able to get the orders, because these are just like these are just not orders, these are the products, like that. So those are products, not orders. So let me save that again, and I'm going to reload here and see if let me see. I cannot be able to see those. So I'm not fetching like the orders, I'm fetching the product, and I don't know why that's why that, and I can confirm here. So get all orders. So let me go to this part here where I'm getting the orders, and I don't know where the error is coming from. Yeah, I know, I can see where the error is coming from. And this is because here I made a mistake from my backend, and this should be order, like that. I think that's what's giving me this error. So let me restart again. Sorry for that. That's a stupid mistake. I made a stupid mistake there. So again now, let me try and reload again this page, and this time we should see, yeah, orders. So now these are orders. Yeah, you can see orders and their status are pending right here. So you can try and make them marked as delivered. So but right now we are just showing the status and then mark as delivered. So if you want to mark it as delivered, you can click this, and we can implement that in a very simple manner. But when it's already delivered, I don't want to show this button here. So what we can do to achieve that is that when you come here for the orders, so where we have the orders here, so I'm going to push this down, so like that. Then let me remove this console for the one that we are console for the orders. So here we have this part where we are checking if the status is 1. Actually, I think I had already made that. I had made this, so this is not a problem. So then here I can create a function that will able to update. So this function that I'm going to create here, it will be able to now update. So I'm going to come up here and add that handle update order, and I can create that function up there, and I'm going to paste the code because right now you understand, you can see here we are just passing the ID, and I can come up here and we can have this update order here like that, and we are going to have to give it a status of 2 right there. So when I save that, and I can come back here, and now let's try and update this. So when I update that, I think this should work. So if I save that, yeah, I don't think it's updating. When I click on that, let me just open this part here, and I can open the network so that we see if there is any error. So I can click this, and it's giving me like an error here, 500 status 2 here. We are getting this response, we are getting cannot read properties of undefined ID. So that means it's not able to take the ID right here, and this is because the ID here, let me just come here. Actually it's underscore ID, but I think it should be ID like that. So let me try again. So if I save that and try again now, undefined, so it's giving me undefined, cannot read properties of. Now let me do this. Let me come up here, and then I can console log. So console.log and then id, because this means this is where the error is coming from. So when I console log error id, that is, sorry. So when I console log id and when I click here, you can see it's undefined, and I think that's where we are getting that error. So again, I'm going to come up here and I can just change like that, and when I click again now, yeah, you can see it's now able to get the ID, and then this is the ID that I'm using. So the ID that I'm using right here to try and update the orders right here, and then when it's successful, then it can reload. So I don't know why I'm getting the error, so I'm just going to come up here and save that, and let me try again now. So for the network here, let me try again and see. Okay, so yeah, I have made, oh, these are just orders. So let me reload again this page, and I'm going to try and click this and see. Yeah, we are getting this error here. Here the message here cannot read properties of undefined ID, and I think this one is coming from my backend. So where is my backend here for the order? So orders here, and then for the update, yeah, you can see here, actually I didn't add, oh, actually this is create order, and then update order is right here. And because we are passing this ID, let me just come up here to the update, and here I'm getting it from params ID, from the params here. So let me try and get the ID. So console.log, and this one is I'm going to get request.params and then .id, like that, and then I'm going to push this up, and let me clear this, and now let me restart again. So I'm going to come up here, and when I click this, let me click on this here. So let me see if I can get that. Yeah, you can see here we are getting this, but my backend here is giving me an error of if order was not up. Actually, you can see it's printing that ID, so I'm passing that ID, find by ID and update, so that's okay, and then request.params.id. So here on my backend, it's giving me another error, which is a message cannot read properties of undefined reading ID. So I don't know why it's not getting that ID params, request.params ID. So I think properties of undefined, so it's coming on this part here. Okay, and I don't know why the issue is, we have this issue. Honestly, I'm getting that issue from my backend. So what I can do is that I'm going to this product.controller here, and I'm going to copy this and replace it here, so that because I cannot be able to pinpoint where the error is coming from, but I know the error is coming from here. Actually, I see where the error is coming from. It's just here. it should be params. So let me try again. That's where the typo. So let me now try and update. So when I update the status, you can see that status have been updated. This now means that it's delivered, and because it's delivered, you cannot mark it as delivered again. So that is it I wanted to show you on this video. So have a great day. See you on the next video.